Okay.
Yeah, there we are. Okay, Miriam Makeba, thanks so much for coming in today. It's an honor to have you here. It's an honor to meet you. I'm glad we were able to have this time together today.
Thank you.
So, did you just get in today?
I got in day before yesterday.
Day before yesterday.
Yes.
Okay. And did you come into New York initially?
Yes, I came from France, from Paris. I was in Spain on the 4th, singing there in Zaragoza. Then I went to London on the 5th, and the 8th, which is International Women's Day, I was in Trento in Italy. From Italy, I went to Paris for 3 days, and then I came here.
Okay. So are you performing while you're here in the States?
No, this time not. I'm just here for these interviews on the next album, which will be coming out on the 25th of April. And then I'm going back to Paris to go home. I'll be back here for the African Film Festival, which will be taking place at Lincoln Center in May. And I will be doing a performance on the 20th of May, I believe at Lincoln Center during the festival.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, wow, wow. So I was coming to an understanding that if you're going to tour later, I think
Later, yes, it will be in July, August.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And talks of either Erykah Badu or Stevie Wonder co-headlining with you?
I don't know. No. I don't know that.
Right?
I don't know about that.
Okay, I don't know. I was reading somewhere. I don't remember where. We get a lot of information.
Yeah, I don't know very much about the tour.
Okay.
All I know is that I'm coming here, but I didn't hear about Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, well, it's been said that Stevie Wonder or Erykah Badu would love to co-headline a tour with you, to go out with you on the road.
Well, that would be nice. I mean, I would be honored. But I haven't been told that, no.
Have you heard Erykah Badu's music?
Yes, yes, of course.
Just tell me what you think of Erykah Badu.
I think she's wonderful, yeah. I think so.
And Stevie?
Yeah, Stevie, I've known Stevie for a long time. Yeah. When he was in Nigeria at Festac, we were together then. And then he came to South Africa some time ago, and they had a dinner for him at Sun City, and he invited me to that dinner. So that's the last time I saw him.
So the new album is called Homeland.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Did you choose the name?
No, it comes from one of the songs called Homeland. I know that term was very negative some years ago where during apartheid, when they were taking our people to some corners of the country and calling that homelands. We rejected that then, because to us homeland was the whole country. So now we accept it because the whole country is our homeland. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got a lot of songs on there. 11 different songs. How many albums have you done now? Do you know?
Oh my God, I don't know, because something has happened too where they take different songs from different albums, put a new cover, and people think it's a new record, so there's so many out there, but most of them with the same songs.
Right.
This time it will be different. I'm happy. It's new songs. I haven't had an album out there in 7 years.
It's been 7 years?
This is the 7th year, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to just give you the CD if you can.
I can't see,
without
my glasses.
All right, so I'm going to keep the CD, and
yeah.
I'm just going to say certain songs to you.
Okay.
And you tell me if you can remember, like, when you produced it, or like putting it together, singing it in the studio, or working with the people, that helped you, put the songs together. If you can tell me a story about each song, or
okay.
maybe like, the root of its meaning, or what inspired you to write it, or why that song exists.
Okay.
Okay. Let's start with the first one. Let me see. I don't know.
Masakane is the first one.
Masakane, yeah.
Mhm.
My pronunciation might not be
Masakane.
Masakane.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's a word that means I help you, you help me, and together we build. Yeah. It sounds funny saying we build each other, but the meaning is we help one another to build, which is something that is happening now at home. We are trying to talk about that culture of helping one another and building our country and our society together, all of us as South Africans. And the young man who wrote it is one of the young men who sings with me. His name is Zamumbuto. I asked him to write me a song about, this Masakane culture, and he wrote a song in which he says, you have gone around the world telling the world and the people of the world about our country, its problems and its people. During your journey, you met a lot of people who listened and heard, and in turn they raised their voices against the injustices of apartheid, and we want to thank them because those voices helped us to be where we are today. And we also want to thank the children who for their part in the fight against apartheid. We want also to thank our mothers who nurtured and also who gave their prayers. And we also want to thank our traditional healers for their part. And we thank also, last but not least, our leaders who have taught us how to be tolerant, and also who tell us while we may never forget, we must forgive. And as a whole, we thank everybody who contributed to the struggle and to which led us to be where we are today. So we must help one another, and together we must build our country.
Thank you. Let's see. Amalia.
Amalia was written by a young man from the Congo who lives in Paris. His name is Loku Akanza. He's an artist in his own right. And I asked him to write some songs for me some time ago, and he wrote some songs. I chose Amalia. He has two other songs he wrote on here, Homeland, which he wrote together with my granddaughter, Zenzi. She wrote the lyrics, he wrote the music, and also he wrote the song called Lindelani, which is a lullaby, and he sings that one with me on the album. I sing it in English, and he sings it in Lingala, which is one of the languages spoken in the Democratic Republic of Congo, where he comes from. And Lindelani is the name of my great-grandson. And it's a beautiful lullaby, which I sing to Lindelani.
Wow.
About Lindelani.
Wow. How many children do you have?
I had one child. She died in Guinea. She had two children, a boy and a girl, and the boy was born here in New York, and the girl at Mount Sinai Hospital. He was born April 4th, 1968, which is the day Dr. King died. And the girl was born 11th of March, 1971, same hospital in New York. They are now in South Africa with me, and we work together. They are both very musical and quite talented. They write their own music and sing it. The boy plays piano and so on. And she has a 4-year-old boy, and his name is Lindelani.
Wow.
I'm a great-grandma.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
'Cause We Live for Love.
That one was written by an American who was visiting with the young man who produced it, Cedric Sampson. He's a South African. And in the studio, they wrote this song, and I found them playing it, and I liked it very much. This song is, in the end, I had 20 children singing towards the end with me on the song, and it's quite nice. What I like about the album is that most of the songs have to do with love, rebuilding, and unlike before when we were fighting and, telling the story of our country, now we are telling a different story. It's all about reconciliation and building.
Thank you. See, Liwawechi?
Liwawechi is an old song of mine. I have 3 old songs that I put in there. Actually, I just wanted 2. Liwawechi and Umhome. Liwawechi is a song in Lingala, again from Congo, which it's a lament about a young man who was very popular as a football player, a soccer player, and he died very young, and this song was sung about him. And I have done this one before in another album. And then Umhome is a lament from Swaziland. It's in Swazi. It's about a young girl. In those days, in the old days, when you get married, you were always sent to live with your husband in his family, and to help you get acquainted with your new surroundings, you were always sent with another young girl to be with you there, to help you get used to being there and learn about how to be there. And in her case, the husband falls in love with the other girl. And as you know, or may not know, in those days they gave dowry to your parents. And so when this happened, the young girl gets very confused. She cannot go back home with fear of dishonoring her family. And she then goes outside and she sits on a rock and sort of cries while she sings this song about how she feels with this situation. And it's called Umhome. So I have nowhere to go. I can't go back home. What am I to do?
Listen to Your Heart.
That one, yeah, it's in English. It speaks for itself.
Let's see. Africa is where my heart lies.
Indeed, that's where it lies. That's also love for one's continent.
Right. And In Time.
In Time. That one, we talked a lot, Cedric and I, the producer, before we even started recording. I would go to his house, he'd come to mine, and we just talk about each other's experiences and problems and happy days and sad ones. And he, just listening to me, came up with this song and the lyrics. It's his song, music and lyrics. I liked the lyrics so much, I felt like he was talking about me. And it's the first song I recorded or during the recording of this album. I like it very much. It's my favorite song because it says, in time, we get older. In time, we get mellow. I never once ever changed my mind about the things I wanted in my life. I've been through changes like anyone else. My heart's been broken, put on a shelf. But now the light shines in. A wounded heart will heal in time. God always answers one's prayer, no matter how hard we fall. His guiding light is love. I love my children more than anything in life. But time's moving on. Soon they'll lead separate lives. Wanting no heartache, only seeking love. But if it's God's will of teaching lessons in life, in time, God always answers one's prayer, no matter how hard we fall.
Thanks. Pata Pata.
That
on any album, right?
That one I did not intend to record. But we were then, Cedric said, why don't we do Pata Pata? I said, please, not again. I mean, since 1956, I'm singing Pata Pata. And the click song. He said, no, just for fun, let's do it. And we did it live. And while we were recording it, I said, well, what can one do? Nothing. So I added a harmony to the "Here Mama, Here Mama," to myself. It was myself and my granddaughter, and she sings part of it. And in the "Here Mama," we harmonize. That's the only thing that's a little bit different. And I think Putumayo just liked that one, and they put it on a compilation that they did of dance music, and they called it Pata Pata 2000. And it came out even before this album of mine. And there it is, Pata Pata, one more time. Last year, a young girl from Senegal in Paris did it, and she had a big hit with it. Her name is Kumba Gaulo. And here it is, like, I'm so tired of it. But, you know, people like Pata Pata. Everywhere I go to perform, I think they'd kill me if I didn't sing those two songs, Click Song and Pata Pata. And it's like, to everybody, it's like new every time I do it. But they don't know how tired I am of it.
Well, you already answered my second question, my next question, which was, do you ever get tired of singing that song?
I am. I'm so tired, but then I have to pretend like I'm singing it for the first time each time.
That's okay. You know, but you never get tired of hearing that song. So I understand that you get tired of singing it. Since 1950, that was the first time you recorded it?
56.
1956.
Yes.
Just if you would you share with me a little bit? Can you remember, like, when you first recorded it and
Yeah,
when it first became popular?
In South Africa, there was another lady who's in my league, my age. The young kids call us the dinosaurs. And her name is Dorothy Masuka. She did a song also called Ipata Pata, but her melody is different, like Iyo Pata Pata, Iyo Iyo. She was recording for another company, Troubadour. So I was recording for Gallon. We always had to come up with a counter attack for the companies. So Gallo said, Dorothy's going up with that song. What are we going to do? So I came with Sakutuka Satibega Nansi Patapat, and it just took off in 1956. And then I was here in America then, and from 59 I came here, end of 59. 67 I said, why, let me do Pata again. And it was in the top 10 here and in all over the world. Pata Pata became very popular. And I can't tell you how many people have recorded it. And every year, every 10 years, somebody takes it, like Sylvie Vartan, a singer from France. She recorded it in 77, a big hit. And even Manu Dibango recorded it, and now in 99, this girl takes it, big hit again. So I don't know what it'll do with us, but it's a very strange song. Somebody asked me, what do you think the song of the century is? I said, Pata Pata, because it's been living since 56 until now, 2000, here it is again.
What does Pata Pata mean?
It's touch, touch, Pata Pata. It was a dance, a fashion of dance then. You know, when we're dancing, we used to touch each other and touch yourself and touch your partner. And so it's, to me, it was a silly song, but I don't know what it is about it, the rhythm or something that makes people want to dance.
Yeah. So I know you're just coming from France, but you stay in South Africa most of the time. You travel all the time, constantly?
I travel all the time. I'm really never home. If I stay 1 month at home, that's long. I'm always going everywhere. I'm going to go back to France now and then go to South Africa from there. And then I have to be back here again in May for the African Film Festival. And then I go to France to perform at the Olympia Theatre. I have 2 shows, 26, 27 May. And then do 2 other shows in other towns, Angoulême and another city in France. And maybe I'll go to Slovenia. That one is not confirmed. Then I come back here in July, August to do a tour in support of the album.
We don't know anything past that. That's enough, right?
After France, I'm going to Italy, Germany, before coming back here in July. I have things, but they're not confirmed after the tour, support tour of the show, of the album, I'm sorry.
Have you heard any music lately that you like? Any new music that you like other than your own music?
Oh, there's so many artists that are out there that are beautiful. The other day I was listening to the radio in the car when I came from the airport. I heard Lou Rawls. I don't know whether he's recorded a new album or not. And I liked his music very much. And it was nice to hear his songs again.
Just, I have to ask you, it's like, early on in recordings, recording artists and celebrities had kind of like a dual role in regards to our lifestyle, being black people and people of color. It's like it's not so much today as prominent, but you kind of, as well as you are a musician and an entertainer, you're kind of like a civil rights kind of person in regards to and talking about what was right in regards to us being treated as equals or being respected as far as a people.
Yeah, being who we are, and then also living where and coming from wherever we're coming from, we've always had problems. In South Africa, there was apartheid and, segregation, which still exists in many ways. It seems like we're always fighting, we are, free now in South Africa, but we still have to fight to be in there economically and otherwise. It just seems like there's no end to it. And it's the circumstances in which we find ourselves that put us where we are. I mean, people used to say I'm singing politics. And when I talk about where we come from, where I came from and what was happening. And I used to say, no, I'm not singing politics. I'm merely singing the truth. Because it was true that we were oppressed in South Africa, not allowed to do anything or be anywhere we want to be at the time that we want to be. And many people didn't like that about me. But I hope today that I am vindicated, because they've come to know that what I was saying or the songs I was singing about the way we were treated were true. And nothing is better than truth.
I'm just going to say two names, and if you would just share your thoughts and anything with me on those. Stokely Carmichael.
I think he believed in what he believed in, and lived it till the day he died. That's all I can say about Stokely. People may never have agreed with him, but what he believed in, he lived it till the day he died.
Wait, somebody said you were married. Somebody told me you were married.
I was married to him,
right?
yes, for 10 years. And my marriage to him caused me a lot of trouble here. 68. Then I left this country, not because I was told to leave, but I felt it would be better for me to go away and not have to deal with the negative things that came along with that. And I was coming here to see my grandchildren all the time and occasionally sing 1 or 2 shows there. But I felt I needed to go before being drowned. I swam out. Some people say I was banned here, but that's nonsense. Nobody ever banned me. But a lot of people who took that so personally, some people canceled shows they had with me. They just canceled them. And that frightened me. I said, what? Let me just go. And I went to Europe and did a 3-month tour. Then I decided to go to Guinea, and I packed. I went to Guinea, bought myself a car, and went with it to Guinea. And I stayed there for many years. I was never really in Guinea like at home. Now I'm never there for more than a month. I was traveling all over the world, performing. And most people, because 6 years have passed without me doing a new album, and most people seem to, are you still singing? I said, of course I'm still singing. And I consider myself very strong. That's why I like In Time. In Time. That's very sad. And I heard in the news that another person was just killed that way again, unarmed. Yesterday, I think in the news. It's very unfortunate, but it happens. We have same problems back home. Sometimes it happens. It's sad, very sad.
Um, at this point, is there anyone that you'd like to record with that you haven't with? I mean, it's like I know we have this new album that's already out and everything. It's all put together, but I don't know, just checking out future.
I'm willing to record with many people if they want to record with me. You know, I love other artists. I think I learned so much from different artists, you know. Like when I was here, I used to go out and listen to different artists. I learned a lot about how to use the microphone just watching other artists like Carmen McRae and enunciation, how to really pronounce when you singing people, what did she say? You know, I learned that from different artists. Dinah Washington, I'd listen to her and hear every word and every syllable. And so with Carmen McRae, Johnny Mathis, Frank Sinatra, all those people, I like to listen to them, you know, and even some of the younger ones, you know. I love to listen to other artists. I think you never stop learning till the day you die. Right now I'm working with younger artists. They are the singers, they are the musicians, and I get a lot of strength and energy from them as much as I think they learn a lot from me to my experience traveling with them everywhere in the world. Because I would say I am truly an international performer. I have been to all 5 continents of the world. Thank God.
Yeah, I would think so. Thoughts on Curtis Mayfield?
Oh, those were the days. Love his music. Loved his music. Smokey Robinson, all of those singers then. I love them, yeah.
Anything that you'd like to add?
I'm just so happy to be back here. I miss it. After all, I stayed here 10 years, you know, and you get to know people and places, and I enjoyed being here. I was coming back and forth after that, but I'm always happy to be back here. Because when I got off at the airport, people looked, aren't you Miriam Makeba? I said, yes. You coming to sing? You still sing? I said, yes, I still sing. I'll be coming back to sing. And I'm happy to be back. In '94, Hugh Masagena and I did a tour. We called it the Tour of Hope because that's when campaigning was going on at home. It was, in a way, we were campaigning here with our music, and we voted at the United Nations because we finished the tour like today, and the next day was voting day, and we were allowed to vote outside the country. So we came from Miami to New York to vote at the United Nations. And it was something. I was 60 years old before I could vote. Something. I'm 68 now. I was 68 on the 4th of March, and I was singing in Zaragoza, in Spain.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. And then on the 8th of March, I sang in Trento, in Italy, on International Women's Day. So the women laughed when I said, I'm so happy you're here to share my sweet 68th birthday. It sounded like I was going to say sweet 16. And it was wonderful because in Zaragoza I wasn't able to celebrate my birthday. We arrived, we performed, we left. And in Trento I had at least 2 days. And we had dinner with all my children, I called them, the musicians and the singers.
Great. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.